Okay, let's get into this. Today we're looking at some really intense stories, focusing on the kind of danger that people doing essential service jobs can face, specifically pizza delivery drivers.
Right. It's about those moments when a totally routine job, dropping off food, suddenly turns into something terrifying. Being alone, late at night, strange places.
Yeah, it highlights this inherent vulnerability, doesn't it? Carrying food, sometimes cash, going to unknown addresses.
Exactly. And the 3 counts we're looking at today are, well, they're quite harrowing. But they show us how danger can escalate and sometimes how quick thinking or maybe just sheer luck is the only thing that makes a difference.
So our goal here is to really unpack these stories. We want to look past the shock value and try to pinpoint the subtle warnings, maybe the patterns, and those critical moments where intuition kicked in and saved someone.
Okay.
We'll start with a really chilling one. Stalking, attempted kidnapping. And it all began with just one inappropriate comment.
This first account, it comes from a young woman, just 20 years old, working as a delivery driver. She apparently got put on the night shift, which she really didn't want.
Why not? Did she have a bad feeling?
She did. She said she felt uneasy straight away, sensing that late night orders sometimes came with other intentions, she called it. And it seems her intuition was spot on, unfortunately.
So what happened first?
Well, the first incident was a delivery around 11 p.m., quiet suburban place, a duplex. The customer was a guy, late 40s maybe, tall, skinny, seemed a bit distracted at first.
Okay. Seems normal enough so far.
Right, until he wasn't. As she was giving him his change, he just comes out with, "You're really beautiful, you know that."
Ugh. Okay, there it is. Crossing the line immediately.
Exactly. And you can see this, I think, as a classic sort of grooming tactic, can't you? It's testing the waters. That compliment isn't just a compliment, it's a boundary test.
Trying to shift it from professional to personal.
Precisely. And clearly he felt it worked, or he just didn't care, because a few days later, she gets sent back to the same address.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And this time he was, the source says, excitedly welcoming, remembered her, asked her name.
Which she gave him.
She did, yeah. She mentions feeling stupid about it afterwards, and then he immediately asked her number. Said he'd, quote, love to hang out with someone as gorgeous as her.
Wow. So straight to asking her out, basically. How did she react?
She did the standard thing, right? Made an excuse, said she had a boyfriend. But his reaction was telling. He apparently got visibly frustrated, went silent. That's about control, isn't it? He was denied.
Okay, this is getting really creepy now. Did she tell anyone at work?
She did. She told her coworkers, who agreed it was creepy. But when she told her boss...
Let me guess, he dismissed it.
Totally dismissed it. According to her account, he basically accused her of making things up for sympathy, which is just awful. It's a massive failure point. Instead of protecting her, management basically forced her back into that situation.
Unbelievable. So what happened next? There was a third delivery?
A week later, yeah. The third order came in. She arrived around 10:30 p.m. And this detail is key. Really signals premeditation. The house looked completely dark from the street.
No lights on inside?
None, suggesting he was just waiting in the dark.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So she goes up to the door, pizza box in hand, and he swings the door open really quickly. And get this, he's wearing a suit.
A suit? That's odd. Why?
Strange, right? Feels like some kind of preparation, doesn't it? Anyway, she tries the boyfriend excuse again, but he just cuts her off. Gets close, says something like, honey, there's no way a girl your age is in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Just pure entitlement.
And then?
Then he attacks, throws the pizza box down, grabs her arms violently, tries to physically pull her inside the house.
Oh, my God.
And he says, get inside now. We're going to have a good time. Just chilling.
How did she escape?
Pure survival instinct, it sounds like.
Yeah.
He must have let go of one arm for a second, maybe reaching into his pocket, she thought, for a weapon, maybe a knife.
Yeah.
In that instant, she punched him.
She hit him.
Yeah, punched him as hard as she could, right in the stomach. That shock, that unexpected resistance, it made him loosen his grip just enough.
Enough for her to break free.
Yes. She broke free and just sprinted back to her car.
But it wasn't over, was it?
Not quite. He chased her. He actually got to the car door just as she was getting in, knife out now, screaming at her, why are you making this so fucking difficult?
That's horrific. What did she do?
Quick thinking again. She apparently grabbed a half-empty soda bottle she had and threw it at his head.
A distraction.
Must have been. While he flinched or whatever, she slammed the car door, threw it in reverse. And then this absolutely terrifying moment. He jumped onto the hood of her car.
No way.
Yes. Banging on the windshield, scratching at it with a knife. She swerved hard, turned sharply, and he finally fell off. That sharp turn probably saved her.
I can't even imagine. Just wow. Did they catch him?
The police got involved, and yeah, the backstory is grim. Turns out he was a known sex offender just recently out of jail. And this story has this really dark postscript. He was eventually caught later trying to kidnap another teenager in a different city.
So they got him.
Well, during the police chase that followed that attempt, he ran a red light. A van T-boned his car. He was killed instantly.
Wow. Killed in the chase.
Yeah. The van driver, thankfully, only had minor injuries. The delivery girl, the source says, felt this immense relief when she heard he was dead. Knowing he couldn't hurt anyone else, it's a really powerful, tragic end to that whole ordeal.
Absolutely heavy. Okay, that story shows the danger of like direct physical assault from someone who's fixated.
Right. And if we move to the next account, the threat shifts completely. It's not personalized stalking. It's anonymous, calculated malice. A poisoned pizza.
Poisoned pizza. Okay, tell me about this one.
This happened to a group of 4 friends, all 16 years old. Johnny, Kev, Seth, and the person telling the story. They were having a movie night at Seth's place because his parents were out.
Okay, typical teenage night in.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Then, out of nowhere, a knock at the door. It's a Domino's delivery driver with a large pepperoni pizza, and it's already paid for, online.
A free pizza. Who ordered it?
That's the thing. They didn't. They just assumed it was some amazing mistake, a gift from the gods, they called it. They were ready to just dig in.
I probably would have too at 16.
Right. But one of them, Kev described as Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. He hesitated. He insisted they call the pizzeria back.
Why? Was he suspicious?
Not about danger, apparently. More about, ethics.
Yeah.
He argued they shouldn't just take someone else's pizza, and maybe the house could get blacklisted for deliveries if they did. Just being overly cautious, maybe.
But that caution, it turned out to be critical, didn't it?
Absolutely life-saving. They called the Domino's store, gave their address, and the reaction on the other end was confusion. The staff basically said, we haven't had any orders from that part of town all day.
Whoa. Okay, that's not a mistake then. That's deliberate.
That's the massive red flag right there. The pizza wasn't a mix-up. Someone intentionally sent it to that specific house. While they were waiting for the store manager to maybe figure things out or call back,
something else happened.
Yeah, tragically, Seth's dog, a German shepherd named Bonzo, got involved. He managed to eat about half the pizza while the boys were distracted.
Oh no! What happened to Bonzo?
Within minutes, he became really distressed, whimpering, then starting to convulse. They rushed him straight to an emergency vet.
And the vet found out what was wrong?
Yes. The diagnosis was horrifying. The cheese on the pizza had been laced with strychnine.
Strychnine? Isn't that like potent rat poison?
Extremely potent. Highly toxic, fast-acting. The vet explained it causes terrible muscle spasms, organ failure. It can kill within about 30 minutes. This wasn't just trying to make someone sick. This was clearly intended to kill whoever ate that pizza.
That's premeditated murder. Did Bonzo?
He barely survived.
Yeah.
It was a touch and go, but the vet managed to save him.
Thank goodness. But the implications, who would do that and why?
That's the truly chilling part. The attack was never solved. But the source raises the key question. How did the attacker know the parents were away? How did they know it would just be, quote, dumb kids, likely to accept and eat a random free pizza?
It implies someone was watching the house or knew their routine.
Exactly. It suggests surveillance or some kind of personal knowledge, even if the attacker remains unknown. The intent was specific, calculated, and incredibly malicious.
So the thing that saved them was basically the pizzeria confirming it wasn't their delivery and poor Bonzo taking the hit.
Pretty much. Trusting that discrepancy, that weirdness of the situation, and the unfortunate intervention of the dog, it really drives home how danger can come from unexpected places.
Okay, let's move to the third story. This one seems a bit different, more focused on, professional intuition.
Yeah, this is a shorter account, but it's all about spotting red flags and taking proactive steps. It comes from a delivery driver, maybe 19 to 23 years old, working late near closing time in what they describe as a crappy part of town.
Okay, already a higher risk scenario, maybe.
Potentially. And they get what they immediately flagged as a shady sounding order. The big clue here was the address.
What was wrong with it?
The person ordering initially gave a fake address. When the restaurant said they wouldn't deliver there, the customer then changed it to a different address nearby.
Trying to lure them somewhere specific, but hiding their tracks.
That's exactly how the driver interpreted it. A classic sign someone is trying to set up a specific location for, Well, probably not a friendly chat. This driver recognized the pattern.
So what did they do? Refuse the delivery?
No, but their suspicion was so high they took precautions. Serious precautions. The driver brought the cook from the restaurant along with him.
Okay, a buddy system. Smart.
And more than that, both the driver and the cook brought large metal pipes with them for protection.
Wow, metal pipes. They were expecting trouble then.
They clearly assessed the risk as extremely high. Bringing a coworker is one thing. Both bringing weapons, essentially, means they felt this was a very probable setup for robbery or assault. They decided the risk of going armed was, I guess, preferable to refusing the delivery and maybe losing their job.
That says a lot about the pressure they're under too, doesn't it? Okay, so they arrive at the second address, armed with pipes. What happens?
The scene immediately felt off. When the driver knocked on the door, the porch light flickered on and off a few times, mysteriously.
Weird. Signaling someone.
Maybe. Then the door opens and it's this grouchy middle-aged man. The source even compares him to a character from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which gives you a picture.
Oh, okay.
And the guy just flatly denies ordering any pizza, super bluntly, then slams the door in their face.
So confirmation, it was a setup.
Absolutely. The denial, the flickering lights, the whole vibe. They knew it was bad news. They turned around, got back in the car immediately.
And as they were leaving?
As they were driving away, they noticed them. A bunch of wooded guys in the bushes across the street.
Ah, there it is, waiting to ambush them.
Exactly. The classic robbery setup. Lure the driver, have the contact deny the order to create confusion or make the driver wait. Then the others jump out.
But because they were prepared and saw the signs, they got away clean.
They did. Their intuition and their slightly extreme preparation worked, and their suspicion was totally validated later that same night.
How so?
A driver from a rival pizza place was robbed on that exact same street later on, fell right into the trap that these two managed to avoid.
Wow. So their gut feeling and bringing those pipes actually saved them from a robbery.
It really underscores that point, doesn't it? Trusting the signs like a faked address and being willing to take preventative action, even if it seems extreme.
Okay, so looking at all three of these stories together, what are the common threads we can pull out?
Well, three things really stand out, I think. First, just the fundamental vulnerability built into the job itself. Late hours, isolation, going into unknown territories alone. That's the constant backdrop.
All right, and second?
Second is the need for pattern recognition, whether it's recognizing the escalating steps of a stalker, like in the first story.
Or the weirdness of a prepaid pizza you didn't order.
Exactly. Or the classic signs of a robbery setup, like the fake address and the denial. The danger often follows predictable scripts, even if they're terrifying. Survival depends on spotting that script early.
And the third thing?
It seems to be the critical role of individual intuition and action. In two cases, the official system kind of failed them, didn't it? The boss dismissed the girl's fears. The company processed the poisoned order without any checks.
So survival came down to what? Instinct, luck.
Pretty much. Pure defensive instinct for the girl who fought back. Sort of moral caution from the teenager who questioned the free pizza. And proactive, maybe even desperate, self-protection from the driver and cook with the pipes. It often falls on the individual at the sharp end.
These stories are definitely a stark reminder of the risks people take just doing jobs we often take for granted, providing services we rely on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, doesn't it? If intuition is often the last line of defense, is that really acceptable? Is the burden of safety falling too much on the employee alone?
Especially now, with all the tech we have. GPS tracking, cameras, constant communication.
Right. Given all those tools available to companies today, why does this level of vulnerability still seem like an accepted cost of doing business, of convenience? Is the system prioritizing speed or cost over the basic safety of the people doing the work?
That's a really important question to think about. Is this level of risk just unavoidable, or could fundamental changes be made to protect these workers better? Something for us all to consider, maybe.
Definitely something to mull over.
Well, thank you for joining us as we went through these really quite chilling accounts today. It certainly gives you a different perspective.
It does. We hope it gave you something to think about, too, regarding that thin line between a routine task and real peril, especially for those working late nights in service roles.
Until next time, please stay safe out there.
And trust your instincts. Bye for now.